In this video, we're interviewing Ryan, who took firewood from a hobby to a full-time business. What's up, guys? JT here. I'm here with Ryan Bonacker with Ralph's Ranks Firewood. And this guy has built an operation from the ground up, taking firewood to a legitimate, awesome business that he's built from nothing. And we want to tell his story today. Ryan, how did you get started? How did this whole thing begin?
Well, it kind of blowed up in my face, really. I started about 17 years ago selling firewood until I bought my first 4x4 pickup. And then when I built the house 6 years ago, when we cleared the property for it here on the farm, I set aside all the logs for it, stacked it all up, and that was the first year that I really sold true season firewood. And I sold out in a matter of a week.
Wow. And
when that happened, I went, okay, you know, like there might be something here when you actually put a little more effort into this business. Yeah. So I kind of hit the ground running with it. I just said I was going to do it, and we went. And every year we've more than doubled.
I'm sure you get people asking, are you Ralph? What's the story with the name? I know the story, but I don't know that others know.
Ralph's my golden retriever. I got him as a puppy literally the year that we bought the house. So it all started together with him, and he's been with me the whole time. So
does he go with you on deliveries?
He goes with me on deliveries.
Nice.
He's here in the woodlot most of the time. He rides around in the truck on days I'm just doing that. He's with me almost all the time.
Wow. So Ralph is the boss, and you work
I'm just an employee.
Cover the side. Right. What was the tipping point from you realizing this was a side thing to becoming your main thing that you do, to turning into a real business?
So obviously, to start with, I went ahead and made this an LLC, but after the first year of owning the LLC is when things really started to roll, and I went part-time with my full-time job. And then from there, I was working this job full-time and another job part-time, and that's when things really started taking off. Wow. When I really dedicated more time and effort to this, it took off.
Now, what advice would you have for somebody starting a business, or even your younger self, or a young entrepreneur started? What advice would you give them?
Do it. If I would have done this 17 years ago, right out of the gate, instead of going into the workforce, I couldn't imagine what I could have built.
Now, you've expanded beyond firewood, and now you're doing hauling. What kind of led to you expanding to even beyond firewood now?
Well, I got to use that dump truck because in my past, I was a diesel mechanic. So I actually did work on this truck for the guy and trade for getting to use it every now and then. So I had got to use the truck for my firewood operation. Come time that he wanted to sell it, we made a pretty good deal. And I knew that if I didn't have the truck for what I had already built, I was going to regret it. And this year is actually the very first year that I am completely full-time. I no longer have that part-time job. I went full-time, 100% on my own. So that truck right there is what's making my money when I'm not so busy.
Awesome, man. Well, that's awesome. It's great to be a part of your story. And thank you for doing this today. During my short time at Ralph's Ranks Firewood, it became abundantly clear that to Ryan and his team, this was not just firewood, but they are setting the bar for high quality and great service. This story just shows that with grit, hard work, and determination, you can truly build something from nothing. And Ralph's Ranks Firewood has done exactly that.